Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to Kiki and Kibitz. It's me, Mary and Kelly, and we are here tonight with Teresa from the Davis family, Seeking Sister Wives. Thank you, Teresa, for joining us.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
And we're here tonight to get into the season finale and to talk to Teresa some more. If you guys haven't checked out Kelly and I's interview with her, you have to check it out. I'll put the link in the comments. But Teresa's here tonight just to shoot the shit with us. And did you watch the full episodes?
No, I watched. I think the first episode, or I think the second episode. So I don't think we're in the first one, but in the second episode, and then I watched mostly just the Instagram clips. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, I will say this last one, it was not bad. It was good. I like the way you ended things. It was great. I will say you came off as a champ. My heart felt for you. I was like, she hit all the valid points of what people want, like real stuff. Where you say you need to figure out, you need to heal, you need to work on your trauma. Which, like you said in our interview previous, I wish they showed a little bit more into what you was talking about. But it was cool, and like I said, you ended it off on a good note, and I appreciate that last episode. It was good.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I saw the clip and I mean I was there for it, so I know what happened. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I get a little just like I don't read the comments anymore. I don't like to get too indulged in what TLC is portraying of me because they have portrayed me in such a negative light in the past. So therefore, I don't want to upset myself by watching more when it's like to see how they edited me. I did appreciate how they edited me in this last one because I'm just like, okay, cool. Like that was that was more real than fake. You know what I mean? So I
Right.
appreciate that.
Right. So the way that they showed it, that you decided to send Nick a text after you left the house when they were trying to confront you. Was that the way it happened? Did you actually send him a text, or was there more to that?
Did they show a text of what I said or what?
No,
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 no.
Like I sent him a text.
yeah,
Mm.
The
I,
only thing
to be
I
honest
have a
with
problem
you,
with the only thing I
I
have a
can't.
problem with that scene was why did they have Jenny carrying stuff? I was like, they being very dramatic. I was like, why you got the pregnant lady carrying stuff?
that's true. Yeah, I didn't
We
even
could
think.
have had another powwow in front of the house, and come on, like. And then you pull up, I was like, da da da. I'm like, all right, here we go.
You had to make it so dramatic. I know.
So dramatic.
Oh my gosh. So when I left the house and I sent Nick a text, I mean, I'm sure I did because we always text, and I was pretty upset about that whole scene of us sitting together on the couch, and I was bombarded. I didn't know that kind of conversation was fitting to happen. What you ever have something happen in your mind where you play it out in your mind that you're gonna do some fuck ass shit and then you don't?
Yes.
That was that scene. In my
Okay.
mind, it was a bunch of fuck ass shit. I was tearing shit up. I was calling people a bunch of bitches and fucking whack ass motherfuckers who ain't shit. How dare you? And then I was like, oh boy, I better fucking just walk away because if
Right.
I fucking show my ass on national television, it's like a wrap for me. You know what I mean? So let me pipe the fuck down, get this mic off me, matter of fact. I walked outside twice. You know what I mean? I walked outside twice. And then I came back, grabbed my bag at that point, told the producer this is not fair. I texted the producer too that I'm a human being and that shit wasn't foul. Because I'm walking around the house like, why is everybody gone? Where is everybody? Oh, they're upstairs with the fucking producer and I'm downstairs by myself. And something told me that I needed to not film that scene. Something told me I needed to leave before we film that fucking scene. I'm very big on energy and I'm very big on intuition, right? In my gut was like, don't film this scene. And then when I sat on the couch, I was like, these motherfuckers. Fuck these producers, fuck Nick, fuck April, fuck Jenny, fuck all you people for doing that shit to me because we should have had this conversation off the camera. Honestly, this is not okay. This is hurting my feelings, and there's been a lot of shit that's transpired prior to filming, and we're either going to end it or we're not. You know what I mean? But what you're not gonna do is make me act a buffoon, because one thing I do have right now, which I'm very proud of, is control of my emotions. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
You did a
I'm
good job. I will say you did a good
Yeah, you
job.
did.
Very, very good job.
You did.
And now that you explain your side, and then I look at the show, it's like, okay, yeah, the show definitely don't make any sense because it's like it's not a complete sentence if y'all understand what I'm saying. It's like fragments. And I wish they would elaborate a little bit more on why and have a little more dialogue of you and him going back and forth. I would like to see him how you say he used to make you feel good, and when you presented the situation that you was feeling, I wanted to see a little bit of that with him comforting you a little, which will add up. Instead of them saying, "Oh yeah, it's been a couple of months and she's still the same." Same of what? What are you talking about? You know? But then they try to edit to make you look like you're dramatic and crazy. But that's why I was saying I like that last episode. You look good. You were good.
well, and I will say this, like, you know, I when I watched the clip, it said Jenny asked me how you feeling, and I said stupid, and Nick said, "Oh, Teresa." I don't know if you ever saw in the season if he ever said "I love you," but to me, "I love you" was "Oh, Teresa" and "Be careful." If he ever told me to be careful, I knew that meant he loved me. If he said "Oh, Teresa," that meant like, "Oh, you know, you poor girl, I love you." You know,
Right.
and I felt stupid because and then I look back at it because I look like now, like we'll just do the math. My bills alone are like 5 to 6 grand a month. With the Davises, they were like 13 to 3 grand a month, right? And in Colorado, that matters, right? So
Hmm.
I wouldn't say it's number one, but it's a huge factor, right? It's a huge factor. So I feel stupid in that aspect of things. I also feel stupid because there was just like all these men in my life, especially rappers. I've been in the rap industry. I've been with a lot of, I won't name any names. I'll just say a lot of them that took advantage of me, charging more money than they should have. That's what Nick was mad about with the rap game. Like, bitch, you are spending so much fucking money for fucking what? You are a better mom than you are a rapper. What are you doing? And he didn't want to embarrass me on TV, but that's really where it comes from. And it was so cool to me to be around Nick, to where finally, like, I didn't owe a man money. As much as he's looked at as a pimp, I just owed my share of the bills, which I would have to pay anyways. I just have to pay to live like everybody else does, but I don't owe any extra. Finally, for once in my life, to have a man love me and not charge me money to be loved. Wow. So yeah, I felt fucking stupid. I felt like an idiot. Sorry.
Well, don't feel that way. I mean, we all live and learn, and
I was gonna say, don't be so hard on yourself because everything is a learning experience.
Right.
And it's just, matters how you apply that learning experience to your future relationships.
Right.
And the
Exactly.
fact that you actually acknowledge that you did need the self-healing before you could be loved by anybody else was a huge step because a lot of people don't even reach that step and they're just kind of like in denial.
Yeah, and they hurt people along the way. And then I
Right.
saw the part where I said to Jenny, like, it's not fair to y'all, basically, especially someone who's getting ready to give birth. Like, I
mhm.
can be a huge burden, which I can be, you know what I mean? And just taking ownership and not making it all their fault. Like, it's all you, it's all you, it's all you. Like, at the end of the day, like, yeah, Nick didn't give me the same affection that he gave the other girls, but what, in his defense, what dude wants to be fucking hugging up on a bitch that's sad all the time? Like, you're always sad, bitch. Like, go, I don't
Yeah.
know, take some happy pills, go work out, do something, bitch. What are you sad about? And that's one thing I learned, is that you can't rely on another person for your happiness. Your happiness has to come from within, and then you come to another person and they're happy, and then you guys are just both happier together. You know what I mean?
Right. Hmm.
But you don't rely on that other person for. I think I was relying on them to kind of like help me feel better, and it was like a burden on them. You know what I mean? For sure, absolutely. So as much as I'm like, well, Nick didn't spend the night with me, and he didn't hold me, and he didn't cuddle with me, and he didn't do those things. It's like, well, how hard is it to do that with somebody who doesn't think very much of themselves and who is always like so sad all the time. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, you can have a bad day, but damn, has it got to be a daily fucking thing? Shit, bitch. Like, grow up.
She is so self-aware, Kelly.
And that's what I like about her. Like in
Right?
that last episode, she labeled everything that she needs to work on within herself. She didn't need them to say it on camera. She beat them to the punch. She was like, "Look, I know I have to do this, do that." All they could do is just stand there and be like, "Okay, yeah, you're right. We're here." She just like laid it down. She knows she owned her shit, and it was good. And it
Yeah.
was I appreciate it. I liked it. I was
Oh,
like, okay, she seems cool, where they, you could tell they try to edit to make it seem like he was this crazy person that have issues, but we know how TLC get.
Yes, we do.
that's great. But a funny story though today. It's so funny. I just side note. I'm walking out of work and I got off a little early today, and I'm walking out of work. I've been getting a phone call from the Chicago number for like a while now, but I haven't answered it. So I thought to myself, oh my gosh, it's probably a client. You know what I mean? Because it's coming to my business phone. It's coming to my business phone.
Okay.
So, oh my God, it's probably a client. I need to answer this. So I answer it. And it says, you have a prepaid call from some Chicago something correctional facility. And to accept this call, press 5. So I do. And this dude goes, Teresa? And I said, yeah, because I don't know anybody from a Chicago prison. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so it's like, this is Demetrius, and I just want to tell you that I'm in love with you because I've been watching your show on TLC.
Teresa.
And when I get out, I want to be with you, and I'm getting out soon. And I was like, wow. I said, I really appreciate you. Like, that makes, because at the end of the day, the Bible says to, visit those in prison and stuff. I mean,
Right, exactly.
what is this guy going to do to me? I'm not giving him my address or anything like that, but he obviously found my business phone on Facebook. I guess he confessed to me and told me that his sister had went on Facebook to find my business card that had my number on it, and that's how he found my phone number. So think of the balls that it takes to do this type of thing.
He shoot his shot hard, man, and that's a lot. He put effort.
Yes, he did.
Put a
He
lot of
put
effort in that. And I thought, what is this, love after lockup?
I was just about to say, this would be a great audition for Love After Lockup.
Wow.
All the effort that he put in to find you, Teresa. You already have reality TV experience. Oh my God, that is fucking funny.
It was awesome. And then I told him, I said, listen, I'm not really in the market right now to have a boyfriend, but will I talk to you? Sure. I said, you can certainly call me. If I'm available, I'll answer. And if you're paying for the phone calls, I don't give a shit. This is a paid phone call. You know what I mean? And as long as you pay for them, I'll talk to you all day, sir. Not all day, but I'll talk to you. I'll give you. What do I got to lose? Talking to a dude in prison and he saw me on TV and I brought him joy. I can bring him some joy. You know what I mean? Not a big deal.
Damn, man, my man went hard. He shoot his shot. I need to step my game up. Damn. I'm playing games. I got Nick bagging these beautiful women. I got dudes calling from prison. What is going on?
It literally happened like today, like right before, right out as I walked out of work.
Oh my God, that is hysterical. That is a great Love After Lockup audition.
It really is. I think it's really funny. It just cracked me up so much, and then it just made me feel good. And I just like, I don't mean to how do I want to word this? I think it's really cool that all I ever wanted was to be seen and to be understood and be heard.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And somebody from Chicago calling me, regardless if he's in prison. You know what I mean? And I touched him in some way. Like, Nick gave me that
Opportunity.
to be seen and to be heard and to be inspire people. And he probably knew I was gonna rap on that damn show. You know what I mean? He probably knew I was gonna do that shit. And so that kind of people come. There's an old lady that came up to me in the supermarket and was like, "I really liked your rapping." I'm like,
I
cool.
hope you didn't stop with it. I hope you're still going with your rap game.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
still going with that.
Yeah.
I'm set to do 2 battles next year. I'm doing 2 rap battles. I'm gonna battle a lady, my first lady. I've never battled a lady, but I did say I would not battle a lady unless it was a compliment battle. I will not take the time to put down a woman, much less a black woman in the hip hop industry. That's crazy. They pit us against each other all the time. I'm not taking the energy to put down a woman. But I will do a compliment battle with a woman, so I'm going to do this battle against this lady named She Who Won't Be Named in Colorado. Shout out to her. She battled on my last card and did phenomenal. She murked this dude. And then I'm going to battle a dude named Osolo, who's actually a pretty dope battle rapper. He gets a lot of views and stuff. I think it'll be a pretty good look. And he's actually really poetic and comedic. He's not the gun bars that kill your mom dead, shoot you dead, kill your cousin.
Yeah.
It's
Because
not that.
everybody be they always got the gun and the freaking bullets and they shooting and busting and the rap battles be funny as hell.
They're really
Well,
funny. They're super funny. I've had a couple of gun bars towards me. I've done a couple of gun bars just in like satire. You know what I mean? Like because I'm not really a gangbanger or anything like that. You know, so I did it like in a comedic way. But yeah, I always laugh when they do the gun bars towards me. That cracks me up because I'm just like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? But yeah, so I'm excited about that and. I'm going to try to get more into ghostwriting. That's kind of like my goal. I want to ghostwrite more often. I did do stand-up comedy some years ago, so maybe I might tap into that. You never know. It's just whatever my brain feels like doing. Sometimes I like writing poetry. Sometimes I like writing stories. Sometimes I like writing raps. It's just whatever I feel like at the time. You know.
and Nick didn't like that? I mean, you got a lot going on.
So Nick and I, like, I would share with him a lot of poetry when we very first started talking for many years. Um, I would share with him poetry that I would write, and I would be very selective on how I was writing. I made sure my grammar was correct and the wordplay was on point, and I probably proofread it a bunch of times before I ever hit send to Nick. You know, if I knew it was going to Nick, it was going to be something fire. You know what I mean? And he always praised me on my wordplay and my capability of writing. And I just never knew that he didn't like me as a rapper until we were standing in the kitchen one day. I had just moved in, like I hadn't maybe been there for like a month, and he was like, "Teresa, you're not even that good of a rapper." And I was like, "Oh, what do you mean?" I didn't know he felt that way. So when I said that in the show, I was like, I never really knew that you think I sucked. I didn't know that. But
Do
he
you
thinks
think you did that for the views, a click, or reaction from you because of the camera time, or you really think that's how he felt?
no, he really feels that way. He's told me several times. Like
Damn.
he's told me
Wow.
that he doesn't even like Eminem. He thinks Eminem should not rap. He doesn't think Eminem has any business rapping. He thinks he has good wordplay, but he thinks it's like idiotic. You know what I mean? And misogynistic and things like that. He doesn't have any respect for it. So, but anyways, so he definitely so he's like, I think you're a good writer. I just don't think you have any business rapping. And I told him, I said, you know, when I saw Iggy Azalea on TV, I said to myself, oh my God, I could do that. You mean like that's my, like I said in previous podcasts, that's my ticket out the whole game if I rap. And he was like, yeah, you ever say to yourself, I could do that, but should I? That's what Nick would say about me rapping, is I could do that, but should I?
Nick.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, man.
That's like slapping it down.
So, and then April would even chime in and say that me rapping was culturally appropriating, and you know, basically like if I want to do poetry or country, like stay in my lane, but don't rap. You know what I mean? But even then, like we even did or I had an idea for them because we had talked about getting married on TV prior to the show even happening. Right? They gave me a ring. I had to take my ring off for the show. They gave me a ring on my birthday. Asked me if I would marry them on TV, and I was like, this is the coolest thing ever. All those dudes who said I was just a whore, I can stick it to them and be like, not only do I get to get married, but I get to get married to 3 motherfuckers. And I get to do it on TV, bitch. How about that? Right? Like, I was so excited about that shit. So when I had to take a step back for the TV show and take my ring off and be looked at as a potential sister wife, but I whole ass live with y'all, and we were already talking about getting married, why couldn't that just be the dynamic? Why couldn't you just be, well, off camera, we, have been knowing Teresa for this many years. We asked her to marry us. Now we're looking for a fourth sister wife, and make it about us dating that fourth. And I'm just here now. You know what I mean? Because I've been here for years. Yeah, introduce me and let people get to know me. But why do we have to do the dynamic of I'm just your friend and I'm just a potential sister wife and just maybe, and I don't know, I'm having a hard transition. The fuck out of here. Sorry. Just pissed me off. It just hurt my feelings so fucking.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
I was like, why do we have to do it? Especially when it's reality TV. Now, if it was a movie, or something, and you're putting my name at the fucking top, Teresa Brady played this fucking role or whatever, fine. But this is reality TV, so why are we not making it how it's supposed to be? I don't get it. And they're like, and you don't have to talk about prostitution unless you want to. Yeah, well, you don't have to talk about the fact that I'm really you call me your wife. You call me your fiance to bitches that come over to the house off camera. So why are you calling me your potential sister wife on camera? The fuck? You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I apologize.
No, it's okay. This is your Teresa. This is your platform to let it out, girl. Let it out.
That really pissed me off. But for whatever reason, he did that. Like I said in the previous podcast, maybe he wanted to make me look more stable because I had gone and left so many times. Who knows? I have no idea what the reasoning behind that was, but it was very difficult for me because I wanted to be betrayed to the world. As not betrayed, but portrayed to the world as how Nick really treats me off camera. And how Nick really treats me off camera is that guy that likes to be picked up and is that guy that reads to me and tells me he loves me and tells me I'm the most wonderful mother and I can do anything in this world I want to do. Maybe not rap, but I can do anything in this world.
That was going to be my next question. I was going to ask, do you feel that he switched up on camera, then switch back off camera and be the way that what you're used to when the camera's not there?
Yeah, he would definitely be. I remember him when I had came up around the corner when he was doing his one-on-ones and talking about his friends. And he was like, well, I had to give him something. What are you talking about? And then he would say things to me like, well, Teresa, we can just be rich and famous and then you can leave if you want.
Oh,
and then
wow.
if he gets 4 girls, that he can have his own show. If I get 4 girls, I can have my own show.
Oh, he's trying to be like Cody and the rest of them.
So to me, I felt like I think it's a very beautiful dynamic what he has with Jenny and April. I would never try to be like, that's not great, because it's wonderful, right? You know what I mean? But to say that jealousy never exists and that I'm the only one that's ever been jealous, that hurts my feelings too, because I remember the first time I made love to Nick and Jenny was in the house and Jenny walked in on it happening. She had the look of death on her eyes. I told her she could stay if she wanted to. She decided to leave, go back into the living room, proceed to cry, and April's comforting her. Do you think that made me feel good about being intimate with Nick? No, it didn't. So, therefore, at the end of the day, this is stuff that's not on camera. This is stuff that's all on me. Oh, she's so jealous. She's disruptive. She's this, she's that. No, bitch, everybody has jealousy. Even God himself is in the Bible talking about God is a jealous God. And if we are made in the likeness and image of God, do we not have jealousy?
Yeah.
Well,
sorry, it happens. So and it's not just me that it happens with.
No, you could clearly see that there's a little jealousy here and there. You could tell.
Oh yeah.
Jenny don't even talk. April do all the talking, so you can see that she takes charge. She takes charge of a lot of things.
Yep. Yes, April will take charge. We even went on a date with a girl one time, and I met her at a club. This was in between filming, and we hadn't decided if we were going to bring her on camera or not. We went on a date with her, and April just did all the talking, all the talking. I think Jenny and I got in 2 words, you know what I mean? Just because April did all the talking. Everybody thinks that Nick runs the show, and it's actually April.
I believe that.
I believe that.
And whatever April says goes. If April says
I
a bitch
believe it.
gotta leave, a bitch gotta leave. If April says a bitch is staying, a bitch is staying. If April says bitches are having babies, are having babies. It's whatever April says goes. I promise you that is how it goes. And there's no ifs, ands, buts about
I believe it.
it.
I see it. I see it.
I
Just
definitely see it. Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
And then I was at the 7-Eleven tonight. I walked across the street, and this lady walks up to me. She's like, "So I've been watching the show." And she's like, "I was hoping that I'd run into somebody out here in Aurora." You know what I mean? And it's just like, it's so cool that you get to touch people's lives like that. You know what I mean? That they want to take pictures with you, and they think you're so.
Mhm.
People that inbox me and they're like, "Is it really you?" And I'm like, I'm just a regular fucking person, you know what I mean? And I guess it's like a 15 minutes of fame kind of thing. But out of all the negative stuff and all the pain, because I'll tell you, I watched that clip of the end of the finale, and I cried like a baby. I cried so hard. I was so sad. I was so sad. And but then to see all the good that comes from it, because people watch it and they have different perspectives and they might be relating to things that you never knew they related to. And a lot of women that suffer from you know uh issues with depression or loving themselves or being able to be good to their husbands and relationships without bringing them down and things like, they message me all the shit that they relate to me about, and it's really cool. And I get way more positive stuff because of TikTok than I do Instagram or Facebook. And I got way more positive stuff after I did the podcast with y'all. So I just wanted to thank you, because it's like you give this platform for people to tell their real story when maybe they were on other platforms that said they weren't allowed to. You know what I mean? So that's really cool. Thank you.
You're welcome. And that's what I'm here for, because I know how it could be behind the scenes on reality TV.
Hmm.
I mean, Kelly went through the ringer
Yeah.
with his own experiences. So, that's why I want to provide my platform for people like you and Kelly, to get your side of the story and clear up any misconceptions, because we know how the edit could be. So,
Yeah. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be like throw everybody under the bus, but I have no idea what they're going to say about me. And there's a lot
Yeah,
of,
don't ever apologize. You're just speaking your truth. You're telling your side. It is what it
and
is.
I want to say for the record too, like nobody, nobody doesn't like Nick when they meet him. The only
right,
people who don't like Nick are the people that don't know him. Just so you know, just for the record, you know what I mean? As much as I'm just like, why did he do this and why did he do that? What the fuck? You know what I mean? I still love the fuck out of that man, and I still appreciate that man, and I love the girls, and I wish them the best, and I miss Vera, and I wish baby Charlie the best, and yeah, I'm just doing the best I can every day, just being the best mom I can. My son just went to North Carolina to see my mom. Just got him from the airport the other day. He traveled by himself. I was so proud of him. And he's 16 now, and he plays the drums. And we're talking about maybe him learning my music so we could perform together. And
Mhm.
it's things are good. It's not bad, and I wish things could have been different, but there's so many things on both ends that I don't get, and I don't understand, and I just don't know.
Oh, she cut.
oh, we lost her. Teresa.
Come back.
Come back.
Does she know she's gone? But like I said, I appreciate her ending. It was cool. She hits the points. She, owned up and took her accountability of the situation. I hope she gets back on. And
Two.
what was I gonna say? You can still see the love that it was there. You could see it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
you could see it, and I like how they ended it with that. I just hope they, speak to. I want them to reach out to each other, open
Right.
up that communication back up.
Oh, here she goes. Okay.
That
Yeah.
You're
Oh,
like,
she's back! Yay!
come
that
back.
man from jail was calling me, and it fucked up my stream. I'm dead ass. I'm not even playing, man. I'm not even playing.
What is his name again?
I'm
Demetrius?
Demetrius from some Chicago correctional
Oh,
facility.
he trying
Hi,
hard.
Shout out
Demetrius
to him.
from Chicago. Trudge Hills.
Yo, D, I give you credit, brother. Shooting a shot. I like that. You know what? I'm taking notes. First, I was taking notes for Nick. Now I'm taking notes for this guy. Do what you got to do.
It cracked me up so much. I was in tears about
You're
that.
like, dude, I'm on an interview. Call me back in a half an hour.
Hey, man,
Oh my
you can't make
goodness.
this up. I love it. I
No, you
love it.
can't make it up. You can't make it
So,
up.
Teresa, has there been any type of communication with the family? No. You know, the holidays is coming up. Anybody?
Say that Nick was a narcissist because he posted on his fucking story talk about. Sorry.
I was going to ask you about that. I was going to
Say
ask.
that again. Well, what did I miss? Go ahead.
He
Go ahead.
posted on his goddamn story talk about, I gave you a whole identity. No thanks necessary.
Uh-huh. And then she reposted his story and wrote,
That his man is such a narcissist. So he inboxes me and he goes, Teresa, that wasn't meant for you. First of all, I don't care who it's meant for. The fact that you think you gave anybody their identity,
But
they should
come on, bro. Stop. Just
I
stop.
just gave him a thumbs up. I fucking hate a thumbs up. When someone thumbs up me, I hate that shit. So I
Yeah,
send that.
just stop.
It's almost
You
like a
know,
middle finger, but it's a thumbs up. It's like a classy middle finger. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
you know the spotlight is on. It's going to be on her when you put something up. Come on, you know what you're doing, bro.
yes, he knows what he's doing.
He could have just did that privately to you and just say, "Yo, what's the problem?" Da da da, or just simply communicate. If you don't want any, paper trails or any text, do it in face to face, in person.
Yeah. I don't trust the text messages or anything like that.
I don't either.
Texted me once, he was like, enjoy the exposure. I was like, excuse me? Like, what are you talking about? Like,
All right, tell me relax.
I feel like very much so when he, like I said, when he said the statement, so we can just be rich and famous, then you can leave. If I get 4 girls, they'll give me my own TV show because a lot of people talk
Tell
about
me relax.
oh,
He's not an A-list celebrity. Stop it.
I'm
Just
like,
stop.
you say those things to me, and then you say like, I'm saying like I posted it. I posted like another content creator reposted it, and I didn't expect that, but I guess that's what happens when you post it on social media. But I was like, something along the lines. It was a picture of all of us together, like even Jasmine from season 5, and it was just talking about how the Davises kind of used me for ratings. And at the time, that's how at the time I was kind of not feeling so hot, and that's how I felt. I was like, I'm only getting messages from April about updates of the show. Can you ask how my son is doing? Could you just check in on me? Give me a call. Why are you sending me clips of the show? Why are you sending me podcasts? Why are you sending me invites to do? When we did the photo shoot, that's the photo shoot of all of us up there. That was after we broke up. I went and did that in July of this year after we broke up. I had to take my ring off again because I was still wearing my ring. You know what I mean? I had to take it off again.
Oh, so you had to do like a touch-up recap of a scene or whatever, or you had to...
No. The photo shoot, like when they do all the photos, like on TLC of all the people, of all the families, like
Yeah.
that.
Oh, okay.
Broke up. So that was hard. That was hard, dude.
Awkward.
Wow.
That was hard. That was
They
want to talk
were
about having to put on a
backwards.
happy face, my dog. Woo! Talk about not wanting to cry and mess up your fucking makeup. That shit was rough. And then hearing the baby cry and the nanny like bringing the baby so Nick could get something for the baby, and hearing the baby cry on the speakerphone. Oh, you don't know what that did to my heart. That like fucked me up like bad. And I had to stand all happy and dance around and do all this extra shit. Just Nick and Teresa, just Nick and Jenny, just Nick and April, April and Teresa, Jenny and April, all just the girls together. Now just Nick, now just Teresa. Now, oh my God. And then you guys ended up just using one photo.
Yeah, that's what they do. Yeah.
Really?
That's
And
what
I
they
don't even
do.
get copies of these photos? That's not cool.
Kelly has his own photo shoot horror story.
least you look good in yours. My photo was crazy. I said that out of all the poses, that's what they take. I look crazy. Like, oh my God. It's like, oh.
You'll have to send this to me. So I don't even, here's the deal. In all fairness, I solely based coming like you sent me stuff, but I didn't watch it. I just went off of energy. I just went off of, you know what? I bet these people are good people, and I'm gonna do a podcast with them. And I hope it goes good, and I think it will.
We cool. We real. We cool.
But
I
like,
hear all types of
you have
nonsense,
to
but
send it to me because I don't even watch my own show. I only watch it because of the clips on
I'm
Instagram.
the same way.
Same
Mary will tell you. I didn't watch my whatever clips was coming over. All right, people will hit me up. I'm like, oh God, here we go.
I would give him the cliff notes of what happened on the episode.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
I
no.
refuse to watch it.
He refused to watch his season. Yes.
Yeah, me too. High five on that one. I can't do it. I can't fuck with it. Just the little clips on Instagram, I can't even really fuck with that much.
Yeah. And all the pictures of me, I look crazy. I'm like, damn, bro. Can you at least give me a normal one? I'm always looking crazy. But hey,
Oh, I
it
know.
is what it is.
That's
Meanwhile,
fucking
everybody got the glam look, and then you got me looking all.
Well, I kind of like that. I don't know that part of you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The kind that some people have to filter through because I don't know if they're trying to hit me up for the show or just hit me up because they like me. You know what I mean? But I will say, can I give you an update on my love life?
Yes, please.
So, it's not a love after a bog up thing, but like, frequent flying love or something like that because long distance relationships.
Oh no.
I'm flying out to Phoenix the day after Christmas, and I'm going to go see this guy. I've never met him in person. We FaceTime, we talk every day, like almost like all day, every day. It's so cool.
Listen.
What?
Listen. From
Big brother
experience,
Kelly's coming out here. Okay.
it will be glorious and perfect, and the butterflies and Cupid all over the place when you get there for the 3 or 4 days when you're there. But when you move in and you get to know the person, it's a different ball game. Take your time. Okay?
Okay.
No rushing. Pay attention. Do one vacation.
Okay.
One. Even if it's a bull crap, one vacation. Get them out of their element. Then you'll see what they're about. And then you go in their environment. If you see that they keep you isolated and it's about you and nothing else is going on here, it's all the front. Pay attention. Long distance relationships are so difficult.
Okay.
Because then you want the person and you have this image of the person. You don't really know them. Take your time. All right?
All right, I'll take my time.
Have fun, but
I will.
take your time.
Okay.
Yes.
I just haven't really, I will say, I haven't really felt this way about someone via like, flutterbys since it was like back in the day when I first met Nick. Like this kind of feeling is such a cool feeling and I love it. And I still believe in love. I feel like I believe in love after love. What is
Yeah.
Enjoy it, but take your time. Okay?
Thank you.
Enjoy it, take your time.
Yes.
All right?
So, because everybody in Denver's on borrowed time, you know what I mean? Especially if you've just been in these streets. You know what
Look.
Oh.
I'm sorry, but it's actually true. You know what I mean? You're a little like, I don't like it when people hit my inbox like, do you remember me from 2014? I don't. I do not. You know what I mean? They remember me, and I don't like that. You know what I mean? So you got to get out of state sometimes. Sometimes you got to flutter by elsewhere. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
You know what I mean?
Yes, it's tough over here.
Maybe seeing somebody like 3 times a year is a good idea. And listen, if he wants to see other girls while he's in his city,
Communication is the key.
go ahead.
Be upfront. Be
Just
upfront.
let them know that you do have a girl in Colorado that comes to see you 3 times a year. And
I
I don't
think
know if she's there.
try to if you get it serious, try to do it once, twice a month. I know it's very expensive, but and time consuming, but
Not three
try.
times a year,
No,
twice a month.
3 times a
Like,
year.
like
You
to
that's
start
not going to
driving.
get serious, and then
Exactly.
you're not really not going to know him. There's so
No,
much you can do on FaceTime. No,
it got to be once, twice a month.
yeah,
Okay.
that's what I was averaging, and then
I
like I
didn't
said,
know
do a
that.
vacation
Mm-hmm.
when they're out of their element, get to see what they're really about. And then when you do go back and visit them again, really pay attention.
Okay.
You know,
I
pay
will
attention how they roll, how they move, who's around them. You're a woman. You know what to do. You pay
yeah,
attention.
I gotcha. I
Don't
will
be like me, freaking dodo bread. Don't know. Oh, she loves me. She loves me. Not knowing she's for the streets, but you know.
no. I was for the streets for so long. And that's why I could never believe that Nick would be like, yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I could never believe that. But he was just like, you don't really have to do that, if you don't want to do that, Teresa. And sometimes he'd go out the streets looking for me. One time he texted me and he was like, I came to Cold Crush thinking he might be here and brought my sister. Like he went there to look for me.
Oh my gosh.
But I'm
So
happy for you.
never
I
been
like
to
this. I
Cold
like
Crush
to see this happy
ever.
Teresa.
Everybody knows.
Yes, I like this happy
I like
Teresa.
this happy Teresa. Yeah, I like this.
Um, okay, one final question.
Yes,
Is
ma'am.
there anything you would change about the filming experience? Now that everything is over, all the episodes have aired, looking back, would you change anything?
Yeah, I would have just been myself a little bit more. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have been so reserved. Like who
And you
I
know what?
guys.
That's not your fault. That's not your fault because they didn't guide you the right way.
Exactly.
I went through the same thing. You didn't have the
Yep.
guidance. It's not your fault.
Well,
You know,
thanks.
but
I
it'll,
mean,
you
I
know,
mean, still kind of my fault. Because if I wanted to, I would have. You know what I mean? And there's that, and I could have because I rapped. I knew I could get away with that. If I knew I could get away with that, then I'm pretty sure that I could get away with being myself. For goodness sake. Trying to be all victim ass bitch, trying to show up to the tea party ass bitch, just spilling tea ass bitch. You know what I mean? Sorry. I'm
No.
like that's me. That's me right now. That's what I'm saying.
mhm.
That's so ridiculous. But man, if you guys happen to like battle rap, I'm going to send you the clips of me battling this coming week.
Yes, please.
Yes,
Yes,
please.
So
please. I'll
I want
share
y'all to
them and
see it.
everything, please.
It is not, I want you to know that battle rap is not easy. It is very difficult, even if it is pre-written. People are like, oh, you can't do
I watch all the battle raps.
Please.
I look. I completely respect the game.
Yeah.
Completely give you so much respect.
Same
But
here.
yeah, send it.
Yes,
Yeah.
send it, bro. I'll share it and everything. Well,
Thanks.
thank you, Teresa, for joining us again.
You're
Had a
welcome.
ball.
Thanks for letting me vent. Thanks for
Of
letting me say
course.
the bad things, the in-betweensy things. Thanks.
Look, you look good. Don't worry about that. That last episode, you went out with a bang.
Yes,
You were
she
great.
did. Yes, she
You
did,
were
girl.
great. Okay.
All
I was
right.
I was like, yes, this is what I'm talking about. You know, because sometimes they do the breakup all crazy and make the person look, no, she
No,
owned up and
Teresa
she
went
boom,
out with
boom,
a
boom.
bang. She went out
Yeah,
with a bang.
you kind of took control of that. You was like, look, boom, 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 boom. I love y'all, but I got to work on me. Deuces. And that's what it was.
Well, I will say that when he's, one producer we had 2 producers during the time and they switched them at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
The lady producer, her name was Andrea. She said, she goes, this is your chance, Teresa, because everything has been from their perspective. So this is your chance to say what you want to say to them. What would you like to say to them? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like if you can choose not to do that, you know what I mean? But
Right.
your chance to kind of really, be like, this is who I am.
And you took that chance and you
So
Yep.
had the
I
park.
really appreciate her for that because I probably would have been like, yeah, after that. couch scene. Nah,
Mhm.
I'm cool. I'm good.
It was good. It
But
was good.
I do remember saying like, oh, or no, they said to me, if you guys break up before we come out here next, would you still be willing to film? Like they like wished it on us. And
Oh
I mean
God.
that, and Nick goes, nobody wants that, Teresa. Nobody wants that. I remember him saying that to me, and like, so. And I guess I would have tried to maybe try to make it work better. And because the grass is greener where you water it, friends. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So like if I just hop to the next house because the grass is green, I still gotta upkeep it. But if
Right.
I just upkept that grass over there, which is the grass that I wanted, that was a more comfortable grass. That was the grass that loved me. That was the grass that wanted me. It's got tired of my shit. You know what I mean? I could have had this. You know what I mean? And so there's that too. So there's always that yin and the yang. There's always
Mhm.
that, always over here and always over there. But just wanted to let y'all know I appreciate you.
No. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
You the
Thank you.
best. You the best.
Yes, you are the best, Teresa. Thank you, everybody, in the comments, and thank you, Kelly. And we'll see you next time. Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.